Look closely at your dog right now. Every single time they lean in to give you a warm, loving kiss, do you find yourself instinctively pulling back? That sharp, foul, metallic odor hitting your face isn't just an embarrassing inconvenience. It's actually a desperate distress signal coming directly from your dog's gut and oral biome. Right now, millions of loving dog owners across the country are unknowingly allowing a silent biological fire to burn inside their pets' mouths. We brush it off as normal dog breath, or we throw away hundreds of dollars on synthetic chew sticks, expensive dental water additives, and fragrant powders that claim to fix the problem. But here's the terrifying truth that commercial pet food manufacturers and expensive clinical brands will never tell you. Those store-bought mints and artificial dental chews are doing nothing more than putting a cheap band-aid over a toxic storm. Worse yet, many of them contain hidden sugars, synthetic binding agents, and artificial preservatives that actually feed the harmful bacteria causing the rot in the first place. You don't need a $400 professional scaling procedure under full anesthesia. You don't need complex toothbrushes that your dog fights you on every single night. Sitting inside your local grocery store shelf right now, usually costing less than $3, is one single, completely natural, overlooked ingredient. When you scoop just one exact measure of this humble item into your dog's food bowl, it triggers an immediate biological reaction. It neutralizes systemic sulfur compounds, breaks down calcified biofilms, and eliminates foul breath from the inside out, starting in as little as 24 hours. But before you run to your pantry, you must pay extremely close attention. Because if you buy the wrong variation of this ingredient, or if you measure the dosage incorrectly based on your dog's specific weight class, you could inadvertently trigger digestive upset or completely neutralize its beneficial enzymes. Over the next few minutes, we are going to break down the exact science of why this single cheap ingredient works so fast, the precise daily measurements you must use, the lethal feeding mistakes 90% of dog parents make every single day, and the exact step-by-step routine that will add years of vibrant health to your dog's life. To truly understand why this simple ingredient works like pure magic, we first have to shatter the biggest myth in modern pet care. Most people assume that bad breath starts in the mouth. We see yellow buildup on the molars, we smell that swampy odor, and we naturally assume it's just food stuck between their teeth. But veterinary microbiologists have recently confirmed that over 70% of chronic, room-clearing dog breath doesn't originate in the mouth at all. It starts deep inside the gastrointestinal tract. When your dog eats standard commercial kibble day after day, they are consuming heavy concentrations of high glycemic carbohydrates, processed fillers, and heat-blasted animal byproducts. Modern dry dog food is manufactured using ultra-high temperature extrusion. This intense heat process strips away every single living enzyme and beneficial bacteria that raw canine ancestors used to naturally cleanse their digestive tracts. When this dead, starch-heavy food enters your dog's stomach, it slows down digestion. Starches break down into simple sugars, creating a warm, moist, dark environment where bad anaerobic bacteria thrive. These bad bacteria begin to ferment the trapped food particles, producing toxic, volatile sulfur compounds like hydrogen sulfide and methyl mercaptan. These are the exact same chemical compounds responsible for the smell of rotten eggs and sewage. That gas travels back up through the esophagus and exits through your dog's mouth every time they pant, bark, or try to give you affection. When you simply brush your dog's teeth or give them a scented dental treat, you are trying to clean the chimney while the house is still on fire. You might mask the smell for 20 minutes with synthetic peppermint flavoring, but the underlying bacterial fermentation in their gut continues to spew out foul sulfur gas. This brings us directly to our secret $3 ingredient. The miracle item you need to add to your dog's bowl starting today is pure, raw, unfiltered organic apple cider vinegar, specifically containing the mother. Now you might be asking yourself, how can a simple, inexpensive fermented liquid completely transform your dog's breath overnight when expensive dental products fail? It comes down to three unique biochemical mechanisms. First is the restoration of optimal stomach pH. Dogs are biological carnivores designed to operate with an intensely acidic stomach pH, typically between 1 and 2. This high acidity is their evolutionary defense mechanism. It's designed to incinerate bad bacteria, break down dense proteins, and digest bone fragments effortlessly. However, modern kibble diets, filled with alkaline carbohydrates, dilute this natural stomach acid. When stomach acid becomes too weak, food sits in the digestive tract for far too long, rotting and off-gassing those awful smells. When you introduce raw apple cider vinegar into their food bowl, the natural acetic acid instantly lowers the pH level of the stomach back to its evolutionary sweet spot. This allows your dog's digestive system to break down food rapidly and efficiently, stopping the fermentation process in its tracks and instantly halting the production of sulfur gases. Second is the power of the mother. If you look at a bottle of high-quality organic apple cider vinegar, you will see a cloudy, web-like strand floating at the bottom. That strand is packed with live probiotic cultures, beneficial enzymes, and essential organic acids. When consumed, these living probiotics travel into the digestive tract and physically crowd out the odor-producing pathogenic bacteria. It's like sending an army of friendly microcleaners directly into your dog's gut to destroy the source of the stink. Third is the natural breakdown of oral plaque biofilm. When your dog laps up their food mixed with this acidic, enzyme-rich liquid, the acetic acid works on contact with the saliva. It subtly alters the pH balance inside the oral cavity, creating an environment where bad mouth bacteria cannot survive. Over time, it softens the hard, calcified tartar clinging to their molars, allowing it to naturally flake off while they chew on their normal toys or food. However, you cannot simply pour vinegar straight out of the bottle into your dog's bowl. If you don't follow the exact protocol, your dog will refuse to eat it, or worse, the acidity could irritate their stomach lining. Here is the exact daily measurement guide based on your dog's weight. For small dogs under 15 pounds, such as Chihuahuas, Yorkies, or French Bulldogs, you start with just 1/4 of a teaspoon per day. For medium-sized dogs between 15 and 40 pounds, such as Beagles, Cocker Spaniels, or medium Doodles, the ideal daily dosage is 1/2 of a teaspoon. For large dogs between 40 and 80 pounds, including Golden Retrievers, German Shepherds, and Labradors, use 1 full teaspoon daily. And for extra large giant breeds over 80 pounds, like Great Danes, Mastiffs, or Rottweilers, you can safely use up to 1 tablespoon per day. The absolute best way to introduce this to your dog is through the gradual titration method. Never dump the full dose into their food on day 1. Dogs have an incredibly powerful sense of smell, nearly 40 times more acute than ours, and the strong, sharp scent of vinegar can startle them if introduced all at once. On days 1 through 3, mix just a single drop into their wet food, warm bone broth, or standard kibble hydrated with water. Mix it thoroughly so the liquid absorbs directly into the food particles. By day 4, increase to half of their recommended dosage. By day 7, your dog's palate will have completely adapted to the subtle tangy flavor, and you can transition to their full daily measure seamlessly. Many owners find that within a week, their dogs actually crave the tangy, savory boost it adds to their meal. While apple cider vinegar is the ultimate foundational fix for gut-based bad breath, you must avoid 3 critical mistakes that 90% of dog owners commit every single day. If you make these mistakes, no ingredient in the world will save your dog's teeth or breath. The first lethal mistake is relying on commercial starch-based dental chews. Walk down any pet aisle in the country, and you will see colorful bags filled with bone-shaped treats promising pristine dental health. But read the ingredient label carefully. Almost every single one of these products lists rice flour, wheat gluten, potato starch, or corn syrup as their primary ingredients. When your dog chews on a starch-heavy dental stick, the mechanical scraping action only removes a tiny fraction of surface debris. Meanwhile, the sticky, gummy starch residue mixes with their saliva and coats the back of their teeth and gums. Starch breaks down directly into sugar. You are essentially giving your dog a sticky candy bar disguised as a toothbrush. That leftover sugar feeds the harmful bacteria in their mouth overnight, causing rapid bacterial blooms, accelerated tartar formation, and an even worse smell the next morning. If you want to give your dog a mechanical chew that actually cleans their teeth naturally, replace those processed dental sticks with raw, unsmoked recreation bones, dehydrated beef sinew, or whole raw carrots. The second massive mistake is ignoring the danger of toxic water additives and human toothpaste. In an attempt to find a quick fix, many pet parents buy cheap chemical additives that you dump into a dog's water bowl. Many of these products contain ingredients like chlorhexidine, alcohol, or artificial preservatives designed to sterilize the mouth. The problem is that these chemical washes are non-selective killers. They don't just kill bad bacteria, they wipe out the essential, healthy oral microbiome that guards your dog's mouth against fungal infections and systemic inflammation. Furthermore, never, under any circumstances, use human toothpaste on your dog. Human toothpaste frequently contains xylitol, a low-calorie sweetener that is extremely safe for humans, but deadlier than poison to dogs. Even a tiny fraction of a gram of xylitol can cause a sudden, catastrophic drop in a dog's blood sugar, leading to liver failure and seizures within hours. Always stick to pure, single-ingredient, natural solutions. The third mistake is mistaking severe periodontal disease for a simple dietary issue. While bad gut health accounts for the majority of bad breath, you must physically check your dog's mouth today. Lift up their upper lips and look closely at their back molars and gums. Healthy canine gums should look crisp, pale pink, and firm. If you see bright red, swollen, bleeding gum lines, or if you notice thick, greenish-brown crusts completely covering the teeth, your dog may already be suffering from advanced stage 3 or stage 4 periodontal disease. At this advanced stage, bacteria have eaten away at the root structures beneath the gum line, creating deep pockets of infection and decaying tissue. This causes immense secret pain that dogs are evolutionary masters at hiding. If your dog has loose teeth, visible pus, or bleeds when eating, you must consult a trusted veterinarian for a professional evaluation immediately alongside your natural dietary updates. To maximize the breath-freshening, life-extending power of your new routine, you can combine your daily teaspoon of apple cider vinegar with 2 other readily available, hyper-effective natural ingredients. The first booster is fresh, organic curly parsley. Parsley is packed with incredibly high concentrations of natural chlorophyll, nature's ultimate internal deodorizer. Chlorophyll acts as a natural cleanser on a cellular level, neutralizing toxins in the bloodstream and stomach before they can ever form foul gases. Simply chop up half a teaspoon of fresh curly parsley very finely and sprinkle it over their bowl twice a week alongside their vinegar dose. Note: make sure you only use standard curly parsley, never spring parsley, which can be toxic to pets in large amounts. The second booster is pure, cold-pressed organic coconut oil. Coconut oil contains high levels of lauric acid, a powerful medium-chain fatty acid renowned for its natural antibacterial, antiviral, and antifungal properties. Lauric acid specifically targets and dissolves the lipid membranes of harmful oral bacteria like Streptococcus mutans, preventing them from sticking to your dog's enamel. Adding half a teaspoon of raw coconut oil to their bowl not only obliterates mouth bacteria, but it also transforms their coat, making it amazingly soft and shiny within weeks. When you implement this complete natural daily routine, the transformation timeline is nothing short of incredible. Within the first 48 to 72 hours, you will notice a drastic reduction in the sharp, foul odor coming from your dog's mouth as their stomach acidity balances out and intestinal fermentation ceases. By day 14, the beneficial enzymes working in their saliva will begin to break down light surface biofilms, resulting in noticeably fresher morning breath and cleaner, whiter front teeth. By day 30, the combination of balanced gut flora, lowered oral inflammation, and natural enzyme action will soften harder tartar deposits on their back molars, making them far easier to brush away or naturally wear down through safe chewing. Beyond just eliminating bad breath, balancing your dog's gut with this simple daily teaspoon triggers a massive waterfall of bonus health benefits throughout their entire body. You will notice significantly reduced itchiness and seasonal skin allergies, as gut health directly dictates over 70% of your dog's immune system. You will see firmer, healthier stools, fewer instances of gas or bloating, higher daily energy levels, and a drastically lower risk of long-term organ damage caused by oral bacteria entering the bloodstream. Taking care of your dog's health doesn't require spending thousands of dollars on fancy gadgets or chemical-laden commercial products. It simply requires understanding their biological needs and giving them the pure, natural tools that nature intended. Start putting this single, cheap ingredient in their bowl today. Stick to the exact dosages for their weight. Avoid the harmful commercial traps, and watch your dog thrive with clean energy, a healthy body, and fresh, kissable breath for years to come.